To change to what? To change to stay as
physically change or mentally sometimes like we did, but usually physically they change to adapt to their surroundings.
Okay, this is not a problem. This is to adapt to the environment.
Yeah.
But there's no Darwin evolution. Darwin evolution is that you evolve from one species to a completely different species.
Yeah,
that's what Darwin evolution.
That's because
Because of a long process.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incorrect. Because why? Like even Richard Dawkins, when he was asked, they asked him, "Are you telling us that they asked him, how come we cannot observe Darwin evolution?" He said, because you need a long process of time.
Exactly.
And we don't live longer. Okay, are you telling me there is no species that's been around for a million years? Is it time to? But there's not, because
No, there has. Do you know sharks?
Yeah.
They've been around for millions of years.
And they evolved to what?
No, they're the same.
So they haven't. That's not Darwin evolution.
They're perfect and they don't need to change.
Brother, that's not Darwin evolution.
Same. Oh, what's that called?
Brother, you just proved my point. That's not Darwin evolution. That's not, brother.
If they don't need to change, why would they?
That's not Darwin evolution. Darwin evolution. If you tell me shark evolved to wolf and we observe it, you have a point.
Why would a shark have to hunt on land?
But wait, brother. Wait.
Okay, go on.
Firstly, shark sometimes hunting on the land. Have you seen shark because keep hunting on the land? They start living on the land? No, they keep living in the water. We don't have even a different type of a shark that live on the land. Okay, so my point here is you have to know what is evolution, because I can bring to you, for example, here a top scientist tells you that Darwinian evolution is a belief, it's not scientifically proven. Here, from the top scientist, not from Richard Dawkins, because Richard Dawkins is a popular scientist. I'm talking because remember there's a 3 levels of scientists. There is the just followers, like you one of them, you just follow scientists. I've respected, I'm not sure.
That's fine, yeah.
The second one, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Stephen Hawking, Richard Dawkins, Sam Harris, Lawrence Krauss, the middle one, popular one.
And there's as in people that are like masters of their
just popular.
Add to it. Is that what you're talking about?
Science that is not based upon, they're not honest. Okay, I can bring you the honest one. Here. Where is it? Oh my God, she shot too much.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, shot. It is crazy, man.
I'd rather this kind of debate, even though we are kind of shouting over each other. Okay, so what show you?
Here we go. Michael Roos.
Okay,
Michael Roos, do you know him, yeah?
Never heard of him. But
okay, that's what I'm saying. You see what I said, popular? Popular is you hear about scientists who are not proper scientists. They just became famous because of social media.
No, it's not social media.
No.
If they win a Nobel Prize, then obviously they'll be famous, but that's because they actually have a significant...
If you go to a top scientist, they don't recognize Richard Dawkins as a top scientist. If you go to a top scientist in American universities or British universities, for example, Peter Atkins. Do you know Peter Atkins? Peter Atkins is a British physicist, scientist. He's a world famous scientist. He's a profound scientist. Serious, here, I'll show you Peter Atkins.
If you could show me some of his research...
Yeah, okay, maybe,
I've never heard of him, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, Peter Atkins here, I'll show you. Peter Atkins. Here, Peter Atkins. Atkins, now this one.
Chemist.
Okay, he's 88, 3 years old.
Can you just search up what significant contributions to science he's made? I think that's just
Yeah. He's a physical chemistry textbook now free. Okay, that's why it is.
Okay, so you just summarise a bunch of knowledge that we already know.
Said he. Well, Richard Dawkins has not discovered nothing. Richard Dawkins is not even what they call it. Like I said to you, Richard Dawkins, he quotes him. He quotes Michael Roos as authority.
Wait, okay, so how is Richard Dawkins a scientist? So,
well, I said to you, there's different levels of scientists.
Yeah, okay.
There is the popular one, they became famous because of social media.
No, but it's not social media, it's because they summarize data. And then they
tell me something Richard Dawkins discovered.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'll give you, he became popular.
I can't hear you.
No, but I'm not saying he discovered something, but he can condense knowledge that we have, even if he hasn't discovered anything new. He can condense it in textbooks, and then other people, future scientists, can learn from those textbooks. But, so he's still very useful.
No, the other scientists, they mock him for his books and guess God and guess.
Because he could be incorrect.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens.
Anyway, let me get you the Michael Roos, okay, evolutionist, philosopher of science. He's also another honest man. He writes, evolution is a religion.
Okay, well that's one person.
But anyway, he's an atheist, by the way, evolutionist.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
You know, when it comes to witness, if I bring a Muslim to testify for me as a Muslim, you don't take his testimony. Because why? Generally speaking, it's going to be biased, all right? But if you bring evolutionists, scientists, atheists, testify against evolution, that is more, what they call it, the term, account,
Well established.
yeah, more legitimate, that's the word for it, more legitimate. So there is not just him, there's other ones, okay? There's George Kleins, cell biologist, you know him?
No, I just
Atheist, yeah?
that's right.
I'm an agnostic, and I'm an agnostic, I'm an atheist. My attitude is not based on science. My point here is what I'm going to show you, Darwinian evolution. You yourself, when I asked you, give me a living example of Darwinian evolution, you gave me something which does not prove Darwinian evolution. You told me shark evolved to what? Different shark. Is this still a shark?
Yeah, but again,
That's not Darwinian evolution.
But they evolved. They got bigger teeth. They got bigger fins. They swam faster.
Regardless.
Depending on their prey.
Regardless, Baba, look. If
You can see stages of evolution, like a frog. It's like between a fish.
that's called jumping the gap. Jumping the gap is like me. It's like me seeing someone look like a fox, and I say, you know what? I have a theory. I think we came from fox. Why? Because this guy look like a fox. There is human. I met people who look like they have like a fox figure. I mean, you agree with that? Yeah?
Well,
so, brother, there is some people, you know.
Okay, but like even
Anyway, my point here is
I'll let you.
Darwinian evolution is not scientifically proven because the method of science, what is it?
Actually, can I ask you something? You mentioned earlier about like using our intellect. That's how you said like, oh, we know God exists.
Yeah.
Because we're using our intellect. Would you not agree that maybe Darwinian evolution is also using our intellect? It's using logic. That obviously, if a species is better adapted to its surroundings, it's going to pass its genes on. And then obviously, if a mutation occurs within that species that further improves its survivability within the environment, it's going to keep reproducing, and that's how evolution happens, stage by stage by stage.
No,
For billions of years. These are hundreds of
No, that's jumping the gap.
millions. But it's not jumping the gap.
Jumping the gap, brother.
It's graduate. It's
Brother, brother, look. Like I said to you, they asked. Okay, go ahead.
So obviously, sharks are not just going to immediately develop legs.
Okay.
But it's going to slowly happen.
No problem. How long sharks been around?
Billions of years.
How come they not evolve to completely different species?
Because they don't need to. That's what I'm saying. They don't need to.
But if we say no, brother, wait. I like to pin down people. I have respect. Yeah,
That's right.
I don't like to digress. So you told me that the shark is a proof for Darwinian evolution, and you told me being there billion years ago.
Okay.
And I told you that Richard Dawkins, when he was asked, how come we don't observe Darwinian evolution? He said because we don't live longer life.
Yeah.
Then you try to encounter my argument by saying, no, the shark has been there for a billion years. So therefore, logic dictates now, as you said, we should use our logic, is a time for shark to evolve to completely different species. But what we see, just adaptation. And adaptation, for example, I'm from Algeria. Sorry. I'm from Algeria, okay? I'm not released to court. But my children born in this country, they'll be adapted to the environment.
Yeah.
They adapt to, they get used to the cold and so on.
Okay.
That's not Darwin evolution, brother.
No, that is.
No. I have to.
Listen.
I mean, brother, you're gonna be online. They say
How
this Darwin
people
evolution.
came from Africa. Okay, do you agree that the first human, like Homo sapien ancestor, came from Africa?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't. That's a belief.
Do you think that if, for example,
Do you agree with that, by the way?
what, that we came
That the first person came from Africa? Hang on, step by step. So,
Okay, so
is
can
he
I,
not?
can I
Okay,
argue
go
it?
ahead.
Because we can trace the earliest humans' remains to Africa.
But recently they found in Germany, earlier than the one in Africa.
No, they're not. We can tell you we can trace
I saw it. I saw the Germany one. I
Talk
saw,
about Utso, but that's the first completely intact. So they found him frozen. That's
in Germany,
yeah.
earlier than the one in
That's
Africa.
not the oldest. We found like bone remains that are older. But Utso, it's like you can see the flesh and everything.
But-
That's why he's special. Because he's frozen, he's preserved.
But-
we can study the flesh of a person from, I don't know, I think it's 10,000 years ago.
How long?
That makes him special. But
How long is it? I
it's
can't.
like 10,000, I might not be sure.
That's not old. I mean, they talk about million years
It might
ago.
be, no, it wouldn't be millions.
100,000 years.
No.
But anyway, what you have to understand, just to make you understand something.
Yeah,
You know, scientists, they have prior belief.
yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And so do Muslims.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to utilize science to prove Islam is true.
Yeah,
I'm not, because there is some Muslims who misuse science to prove Islam.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and we call them out on it for it. That's what we do. We call them out. They come, for example, about Big Bang, and they say it's in the Quran, which is not true. It's not in the Quran. You see? So they go twist Allah's verses, the Quranic verses, to fit in the Darwinian, the scientific discoveries. Okay? But we call them out on it because we are not in need of science to prove Islam is the truth. Islam is sent for itself. To go back to now, for example, when you come to scientists, majority of them, generally speaking, they have a prior belief. So when they discover something, always they're going to try to explain it according to their beliefs. Do you agree with that? Okay. So now even us,
Same
even
could be said with Muslims. I'm just saying.
yeah, I just said that already.
It reflects. It's like
Yeah,
a mirror,
I just said that. I just said that. Yeah,
okay, that's
I just said
right.
that.
Go ahead.
But the point here is that even when you say the oldest human being is in Africa,
Yeah.
according to science, that is incorrect because science can change. Correct?
Okay, yes.
Is it possible that we can find someone from England to be the oldest?
We could technically, but we would have found.
No,
it by now.
no, we cannot because we don't know a lot of. We haven't not digged every part of the earth. That's incorrect to say that.
understand that.
That's why scientists say.
That's fine. I understand that, but you have to realise we have found most of the oldest remains in Africa.
The oldest ever, or according to our knowledge.
We can date them. Carbon dating.
No, you know, I'm
we
missing
can use them.
brother, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. For example, you're missing the point.
Okay.
Can we say this is the oldest human bones ever, or according to our knowledge?
No, that we found.
According to our knowledge,
Well, that we found, yes.
I know.
According to your knowledge.
According to your knowledge, yeah. So therefore, logically speaking, now it's possible that we can find. You have to listen to me, brother.
No, I understand.
Don't wait for. So it's possible to find a bones that is way older than the one in Africa and another part of the world. And you said it's incorrect to say we have. Searched everywhere. We haven't searched everywhere. Recently, we just found in Philippines one of the biggest forests in the world. Recently.
Forests.
Yeah. You haven't seen it?
We haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
Found like.
Yeah, we found it. Yeah. They were digging.
Centuries.
Yeah. They found it like 2 years back.
But like, what did they find? Like
A forest. So they were digging, and there was a big hole. Then there's a cave.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
There's a
Forest.
inside a
Yeah.
cave. I don't know this.
Yeah.
You can prove this to me.
Yeah,
I'll be
of
very
course.
surprised, genuinely.
Okay, Akhi, search it, please. A forest, or you can send it to Akhi.
While you search for
So
that, let's talk about the whole.
So it's incorrect. No, the conclusion is you have to take it back by saying we searched every place. We haven't.
No, but okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, we know diamonds are created in mountains, yeah? Like they're created in mountains. Most diamonds.
Forest or the discovery about. I think either jungle or forest. One of them.
Yeah, okay, but like diamonds are created in mountains.
Okay.
So we know, so we will always search in mountains to find diamonds. We won't go to a beach and be like, well, technically, the biggest diamond ever could be found on a beach. Because most of them, everything we found is created in mountains, right? So it's the same.
Everything we.
All the diamonds we know are created in mountains. So you won't go searching to a beach and be like, well, technically, biggest diamond could exist on a beach.
So
that's the same with England. Every single, oldest, really old human remain that we found has been from Africa. So you
No, but I told you we found one in Germany recently. They found one in Germany.
That's
They
oldest preserved. So it's in, we find bones in Africa.
But it's older than the one in Africa.
No, they're not.
So we don't.
No, the ones in Africa
That's
are-
incorrect. That's
I can tell you.
Baba, that's.
You can check the oldest fossil
Brother,
remains.
logically speaking,
Check
it's
the oldest fossil remains and then check what's still there.
brother, this is argument of Africa. That's why Darwin, it was a racist person. Because how you racist, when you evolve, if evolution came from Africa, so therefore the humans from Africa first, then we came from the Africans.
Yeah.
So which one better in intellect and which one is better in form? Is it the African or the white people? Because every time you get evolved, you get better and stronger.
No, you get better in exactly what you need. So white people evolved to survive in colder climates. Africans, obviously, they remained in hotter climates, so they didn't need change.
So how come they survive here?
What?
How come this African survived here?
No, they can't survive, but we're better adapted here. Like, okay.
Well, it's not making no sense, to be honest. I have respect.
Okay, like-
you're talking about adaptation, which any human being agree with it. I don't need Darwinian to tell me that if I move to Africa and stay there for 10 years, 15 years. The point here is, can you give me, Baba, just to conclude, can you give me a living example of Darwinian evolution, which is move species to one species? Go ahead.
Okay, I can give you an example because it happens slowly over time. So you're not going to jump from one species, you're not going to jump from monkey to human in one evolution.
Haven't observed.
Has it been observed?
It can't be observed because it happens over thousands.
So that is not scientifically proven. It's not scientifically proven, that's it.
Argue something. With smaller organisms which are less complex, like viruses and bacteria, which are single cell, unlike us, which are trillion cell organisms, they procreate every 20 minutes. So their evolution, so to speak, happens more often. That's why generally during COVID, there's new variants like every few months.
That is not evolution, Baba.
That is them changing.
Adapting.
That is them changing because a virus does not want its host to die because a virus wants to procreate.
Baba, do we have the nature of survival of the fittest?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Can I
So how come we observe weak people living longer than healthy people?
What? Which one?
How come we have observed weak people?
Yeah.
That people that they're literally weak, they cannot, like they have no food, nothing, living longer than the people who are fit, Brother, what are you doing?
No, that's a good point. I'm not arguing. That's a good point. But on average, who will live longer? The fitter, the stronger, or the weaker and the smaller? On average,
Depends, brother.
Exactly. So the stronger, the fitter will live longer than the weaker. And the thing, obviously, sometimes you can get weaker people living.
They live longer, yes.
Same as
You can get people on a coma, live longer, then they come back to life, and healthy people die. So that is clear refutation and guess survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, someone who's stronger.
But on average, we're talking about averages here. We take a population of billions.
But anyway, can you give me an example? We'll just ask you, can you give us an example? Because let me tell you, scientists, what is scientists? Scientific method is collection of data based upon observation through experimentation. Give me an observable proof for Darwinian evolution. One species evolving to completely different species. Don't give me these arguments because it become a faith. If you tell me because of a long time, therefore it's not scientifically proven. It's just a faith.
Okay, yes, but I'm saying we can use...
So you agree it's a faith?
No. We can use logic to determine. We can't prove it because we don't have thousands, millions of years, but we can observe it in smaller organisms, and also we give fossil records to prove that this stuff happened. Yes?
No, we can't.
Yes, we do.
Fossils, sorry, the fossils is not a proof. It's not, because imagine now, I believe we came from, fossils not proof. Because I'll tell you why. It's a good, that's a good question. Okay. Imagine I keep digging, I find part of a dog. Then I keep digging, I find part of a rabbit. Keep digging, find part of a fox. Then I put it together and I make a name for that animal I made.
Okay.
That doesn't mean the animal existed. That's just me making it up. So to say fossils is a proof. This is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, which many people repeat after scientists. Even dinosaur, we don't even know how the dinosaur looked. Someone made it up, but we still believe that is the dinosaur. You see how much we branch follow science?
So are you saying now that we could be accidentally misplacing fossils?
Without any person, without any doubt. Happened in England. Are you aware of the England one?
No. Yeah,
50 years ago, they discovered a skull, and they said it's the missing link. And it was in, do you know where it was? Not in a mosque, not in a church, not in a synagogue. It was in a British museum. For 50 years, that they were celebrating that we have found a missing link. Where? In Britain. Then they found that it was fake.
Okay, yeah.
So for 50 years, people that believe, imagine you have people like you who try to defend evolution, they were like you, that time defending the missing links. Then they found out. What I would say to you, bro, look, I'm very surprised. You believe in God, correct?
Yes, I do.
So,
I believe in God.
But you believe in evolution?
I believe in evolution and God. I know
that's contradiction.
I understand that those are contradictions.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused.
I don't necessarily believe God has to micromanage us and make sure that humans are created, dogs are created. I think he just kind of left us and let us do whatever. But I do think God comes in every now and then and helps us out. I'm sure you've had moments in your life where like the odds of something happening has just been impossible, but it has worked out in your favor. I'm sure that's happened, right?
Say again, how do you hear you?
I'm sure that in your life you've experienced something where the odds of something happening in your favor have been very small, right? But they have happened.
Something happened in my favor?
Yeah, in your favor. So something that happened to you that was good, but was very unlikely to happen.
Yeah, from God, yeah.
Exactly.
Many times, not just one time, many times.
Exactly.
But
I believe that's where God comes in.
No, that's an analogy, because why? Now again, when you look to God now, in order for us to know what God should do, what should not do, should we use our intellect or we go back to God's teaching?
Yeah.
We go back to God's teaching. So God's teaching does not teach us what you just said. This is called deism. What you just said is deism, it's not Christianity. You're a Christian, but you have a deism belief, which is God created us, then he left us for ourselves to do everything. No. In the Bible, likewise in the Quran, likewise in the other scriptures, God controlled everything. You know what I'm saying? And like I said to you, brother, look, you keep repeating adaptation, utilized as a proof for Darwinian evolution. So therefore, we don't have a living, observable Darwinian evolution proof. We don't have. What we have an explanation.
You're taking microevolution and macroevolution and putting them under the same umbrella. That's the issue. They're two separate things.
Okay.
The macroevolution is the thing that you can't observe.
Can I ask you one thing? What is your understanding of evolution?
I know evolution takes.
Define evolution.
Evolution. It takes time. I'm not going to say to you it happens over time.
Yeah, no,
okay.
let you finish.
It takes time. So there's a long process for species to evolve to different species.
Okay.
I understand that. No doubt about that. I'm not saying it happened overnight. Okay.
That's all right.
Okay. So now, even that one, I can easily tell you how come if this is the case. So there was a time we as human beings, there were billion of us, or not billion, thousands of us, who were mixed. Part of us was humans evolve into human or mix with the colonial apes, because apes we have our common ancestor. We have common ancestor. No. I mean, even that one. Hang on. If we have common ancestor,
Yes.
so how come our brain is different than the brain? How come we have different intellect than the intellect of the monkey? Who decide we should have our intellect should be different and more organized than the intellect of the monkey?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, answer it.
So what happened is that we were in a situation or in an environment that we needed to use. We needed to develop higher.
Who's we?
Humans, prehistoric humans.
No, wait. We came
Thousands of years ago. Well, as we were splitting off from our common ancestor, right? So monkeys here, us here, yeah?
We're monkey. No, wait, step by step.
No,
So monkeys here, we're here.
Right now we're common ancestor, yeah?
Yes,
And then
okay.
monkey, human, right?
No, but before monkey,
that's what exactly what I'm saying,
Baba,
yeah.
before monkey human.
Yeah.
Before we went monkey human,
Yeah.
who gave the intellect to the monkey different than a human
exactly.
being? No, before we go, because if we only separated,
Exactly, yeah.
therefore it has to be a starting point.
Exactly,
So the
yeah, I
starting
agree.
point here we separated, correct? So who decided that we have this intellect which allowed us to create, to build, to have complete intellect than the monkeys?
No,
What
That's a
happened?
very good question.
Yes,
Exactly,
yeah, answer it.
It happened gradually. So gradually we got smarter than apes. Apes remained,
Okay,
very gradually.
Step
It wasn't we immediately
step by step. So we were
invented
together.
fire, immediately-
So this happened. We were together or we were separated.
We were separated. So we humans, our ancestors, had to survive in an environment where we had to have slightly higher intelligence.
Okay, so when we
and then
separated,
kept
basically
increasing until we developed tools.
step by step. So we separated. Monkeys went to a place and we went to a different place which required us
Yes.
different.
It
Hang
could
on.
be- It could be as simple as that.
Wait. We live in the same place. I mean, we came from Africa. So the humans in Africa, they were the monkeys in Africa.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
No, but it could be.
Same environment, no?
Yeah. No, I
That's the
understand.
assumption that you're making.
You're just making it up, man. Wallahi, this is ridiculous. Wallahi, how you believe that? Okay, Baba. So we separated. Somehow we have a smarter intellect than the monkeys, but we will live in the same environment.
Yeah. Okay, but listen.
So who decided to have
You're
smarter
still
intellect?
thinking of this change being like this.
No, I'm not.
No, but you don't
It takes
understand
time, correct?
But how small it is at the beginning.
I understand
it's so
that.
very small. And then as our intellect increased, obviously we didn't need.
So what
as
caused
strong arms.
what caused our intellect to increase? Why is the environment?
It could just be literally.
It could be.
We went to a different.
Just
like a
assumption.
different-
You know what Allah says in the Quran. So to keep cutting you, but I'll tell you what Allah says in the Quran. بل إنهم إلا يخرصون. You just guesswork. Could be, maybe. It's not certainty at all. You should be honest with yourself. Step by step. You know what? It's true. I keep saying could be, maybe. It could be, maybe. Are you certain? You're not certain because you just guesswork. Okay. This is an argument. That's why I like to pin down the Darwinist evolutionists, because you like to use big words to confuse layman people.
I don't wanna
No,
use
not you.
big words. I don't.
But I'm talking generally speaking.
Okay.
So therefore, to go back to your point, we separated.
Yes.
We were living in a different. We were out of Africa or in Africa.
So at the very beginning, happened in Africa, and then our common ancestors moved into Europe, Asia, and then America.
Wait. Before.
Yes.
We evolved to human. Now we are human. Yes.
Yeah. But
That happened. We
still
were.
very early humans.
No problem.
Yeah,
No
okay,
problem.
yeah, exactly.
That happened Africa
Yeah.
or a different place.
So happened in Africa, but Africa is not all just one.
So the humans are in Africa.
Yeah.
Were they lesser intellect than us, or we were smarter, or they were
So as in
same?
humans right now, in comparison to the humans that's right just before they left Africa.
Before they left Africa.
Yeah. At that point, yes.
Yeah.
But
So-
obviously,
so
as
that-
time went on, we got smarter and smarter because our tools got more
We
advanced.
got smarter where?
Because our tools got more advanced.
We got smarter where?
We got smarter in Africa, in Europe,
But the monkeys in Africa, why didn't they get smarter?
because they never started using tools.
What do you mean? The monkeys do use tools.
Okay, no, they don't. Oh, are you talking about the
Bro.
spear fishing orangutan?
So the environment, using tools make you smarter.
What?
So using tools make you smarter.
Yes. No, obviously it does.
Anyway, but I have respect, which
Can I
is
ask you something?
it's not making no sense. I mean,
smarter. A scientist from 100 years ago, or a scientist from now?
depends. What do you mean by smarter? Define
As
it
in, like
in a
a
way,
top scientist.
in everything, or in what way?
A top scientist, top physicist.
Like you know,
100 years ago or from now?
again, define. What do you mean by the discovery? Give me
As in,
discovery.
like their general knowledge, like their IQ.
Yeah.
Yes.
General knowledge could be, and now they have more knowledge about, yes.
Yes, so obviously their IQ has to increase to compensate for that knowledge.
Yeah, because now we have...
You do see an increase in IQ as time goes on. Like if you go back and you take IQ statistics from the past.
Yeah, but we have scientists, there could be scientists in the past, like philosophers. There's philosophers in the past, building the philosophers outside.
Outliers. Again, this is the
Hang on, so that's the argument of evolving. If we have philosophers in the past...
Scientists of today might have machinery that they use today. Scientists back then didn't have access to. Doesn't mean they're smart.
That's outliers again.
But anyway,
we still have geniuses
so,
now.
So therefore, you cannot answer what give us sound intellect and did not give the monkey sound intellect, even though we came from a common ancestor. Yes. You're saying it could be maybe. Well, I would say to you, look, like I said to you, there's an honest scientist. They tell you that winning evolution is a belief for them to replace religion.
Yeah.
It's not scientifically proven. No, I'm not saying
it
you.
helps me understand the world more.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying it does help. I mean, what do they call it? They will tell you honestly. Have you watched the documentary, The Expelled Ones?
What is it about?
It's a nice documentary. It was made by a Jewish journalist in USA when he went to many universities in America, in Paris, and he found out if the scientists are speaking about God instead of Darwinian evolution, they will be taking him out. Okay, so therefore, there is what? There's agenda. There's agenda. That's what I'm saying. So if you have the truth, why you have to remove people because they differ than you? The point here is to go back. Darwinian evolution is one of the biggest lies that ever invented by a human being. Okay, and like I said to you, it's just a different religion, which yourself you cannot give us.
Something with the removal. Does the same thing not happen in Arabic? So if I were to go to Arabic countries and someone was preaching Christianity in like a really radical Arabic country, would they also not get removed?
No, if you're a Christian, live there, no problem. You can live there.
But if, like in some really radical Arabic country.
No. It cannot be if you claim to be, for example, in our country we say clearly, you cannot come, for example, in Saudi. You cannot come and build church. They tell you openly, clearly.
Yeah.
But they will be hypocrite if they tell you our country is a democratic country. Yes. But when you come, they stop you from everything. Yes, that will be hypocrite. But the scientists, especially the atheist scientists, they claim they have the absolute freedom. You can say whatever you like. Yes. But on the other hand, they are kicking out people from universities because they are not speaking directly, just indirectly speaking about God. That's called hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You see? That's different. Yeah, sure, you can watch it's 2 hours documentary called The Expelled Ones. What we say to you, look, yeah, the Expelled Ones. It's known. Expelled.
You're saying you believe in God?
Yes.
Can you not see that everything around us is created with a purpose?
Yeah, no.
So how could you say that God just leaves
Purpose
us?
of survival. No. Purpose of survival. It wants to survive. We're created to survive. Yes, exactly.
That's the purpose. Where did you get this?
Wait. That's the Bible teaching. God never created us to survive.
Yes.
If God created us to survive, it doesn't make any sense. So let us hear him correctly. Yeah? That's why I like to pin down people.
No, I understand. That is where my beliefs do kind of go over the Bibles. But that's like looking at the world, we can see that every single creature.
Okay, that's the one. Expelled, no intelligence allowed. It's 2 hours. The commentary by his name is Ben.
It's 3.7 out of 10. Was that not signifies something maybe is wrong with it?
It's called a red herring. Because why you that's not how you look at it.
That,
but anyway, the point here is the point here. So I mean, look, brother, look. Be honest, man. I mean, like, if we are only created for the purpose of survival, just to survive, yeah. Okay. So therefore, why a mother, if she sees her child about to die, she will put herself in danger in order for her child to live.
We survive and then we try to procreate. So obviously,
brother, I'm asking you that. No. Imagine our purpose, brother. No, wait. Is our purpose? We are here to survive. Yes or no? What is our purpose for Darwin evolution?
I defined it wrong. To survive over species is our purpose.
Over what?
Over what do you mean over what?
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
Survival over species is our priority. That's
for us to survive or not?
Prioritize our kids over our own.
Wait. Okay.
Because they are our future.
Okay, there is people who will sacrifice their own life for the sake of the animals.
Okay, they're just very, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. No, your argument is bad.
No, but that's empathy.
Your argument is very bad.
That's empathy.
I mean, like, your argument is very bad. That's what I'm saying. Our purpose here, even is not just to survive.
So what do you think?
Even the animals,
is that what you say?
No, our purpose is greater than that. Our purpose here to worship the Creator. That's one of them. Okay. Our purpose here as a test, God tests us. Okay. Yes. Our purpose here to recognize one another. One of the purpose of this creation for God to implement His names and attributes, not like the atheists. What you believe or what you are trying to defend will lead you to atheism, which is Darwinian evolution. It leads you to atheism. God, when He created us in the Bible or in the Quran, the Old Testament, the New Testament, for us to worship God. You understand? Like, you know, God gave you life.
Yes.
Okay, imagine you're about to die. You're about to die, and I saved you. You're not even my son. And even again, I'm going to save you, you're not even my son. You have nothing to do with me. If I saved your life, what would you say to me?
I'd say thank you.
Would you remember me all the time?
Would I remember you all the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saved your life.
Yeah.
So why are you not grateful and remember who gave your life for free?
I am grateful to God.
So therefore,
I'm always grateful. God is
so your purpose to be grateful to God.
I've had a lot of luck in my life, and I understand that a lot of that is due to God.
Yes. So
But I don't think God micromanages every single thing. I definitely.
it's not about what you think. It's about what God said.
Yeah.
If God said He controls everything and He created everything, why I'm going to leave?
But
Sorry,
I'm not saying
sorry.
my beliefs perfectly align with Christianity.
No,
I'm not saying that.
No.
We're arguing about evolution here, not about my beliefs.
But what I'm saying, anyway, let's just summarize evolution. Then we talk about God.
Okay.
Darwinian evolution was just established. You agree or not? Established clearly. It's not scientifically proven. You cannot give us an observable, which is a scientific method.
give you observable.
No, you give an adaptation, brother. And there's difference between.
That's what evolution is. It's small adaptations.
No, it's not observation. Brother, be honest. I'll be honest.
No, I'm being honest.
Okay.
That is what it is.
Okay. Darwin scientific method
Yes.
is not to explain. It's to observe something happen, not once, over and over again. Okay. So this is what I call observable. As for me, see adaptations that start bringing my own explanation. This is not observable. This me inserting my own belief to explain a phenomenon that is taking place within the creation. Understand that?
Okay.
And this goes back to my belief again. That's why I'm sorry, you not speak loud. Do forgive me.
No, you're good.
I'm okay, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry.
Because some people say Shamsi speak loud.
No, you're
and
good.
yeah, okay.
That's
So
good.
my
That's
point
okay.
here is, السلام عليكم. كيف الحال؟ طيب بخير.
كل زمان بتابعك وهي
عفواً،
أول مرة
سوري.
في لندن
Yeah.
وشفتك شخصيا.
بارك الله فيك أخي. جزاك الله خير. بارك الله فيك. جزاك الله خير. ها؟
حضرتك من المغرب.
من الجزائر.
ما شاء الله.
بارك الله
الله
فيك.
يبارك.
بارك الله. What I was gonna say, sorry. Huh? There's a camera.
Yeah, I'm grand. Yeah. But it's مجنون لدي أخي بحالي.
Oh, okay. So my point here is
Okay, what's your point?
that you cannot give us an observable because there's difference between explanation of something that you see and that something that is observable. Okay? For example, now if I see blood on the floor,
Yes.
if I have a belief that every time there's blood on the floor, this person must go stabbed. That's my belief.
Okay.
I have a belief. So therefore, if I see blood, what happened? Someone got stabbed. That's a wrong conclusion because maybe someone just scratched himself. Maybe someone just bleed from his nose. Do you understand my point?
understand your point, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even blood. Maybe something else. But the point is, if it's a blood, there's different explanation. So me explaining the blood to be someone got stabbed, that's not observable proof. That's an explanation. Observable proof if I see the person got stabbed or if I look at the person himself and I see there's a stabbing, clearly it's a knife. So the point here is, when we ask you to give us observable, I mean, they asked Richard Dawkins, he couldn't answer it.
Yeah. Okay, well that's one scientist.
I mean, the scientists can answer it. You should
Hundreds
answer
of
it.
thousands, millions. Okay, can I
They
go
can
back to
answer it. Anyway, tell us to go about God.
Can I go back to the observable thing? The issue with defining everything, like our entire belief about the world, about things that we can only observe, is that things that happen over a really long time, like I don't know, the formation
No, I didn't say that. No.
of mountains or continental drift, we can't observe that now.
I didn't say that. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying you misunderstood me.
Okay.
I'll make it repeat myself again. I'm saying to say something scientifically proven,
Yes.
the scientists lay down a method. Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, now I haven't seen my great grandfather. Okay, but I don't believe the only way to prove my grandfather exists has to be through scientific method.
Yeah.
But the scientists, they tell you, in order for something to be scientifically proven, there is a method it has to go through it, which is one of the collection of data based upon observation through experimentation has to be repeatable. Okay, then you come to a conclusion. Now we have not observed Darwinian evolution. We are observing completely different thing. Then we start inserting or bringing our own belief to explain it and to fit it in with Darwinian evolution. Do you understand my point?
No,
So again, there's no observable Darwinian evolution.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand my point now?
The issue with theories.
Theory. It's a theory. It's a theory. I shouldn't even use it. So it's a theory then. You're done. You're done.
Jesus Christ, man.
Jesus, too good at this. You have to be on point.
Oh, this is all going to be clipped now, isn't it? I was glad.
Well, look, what is a theory, therefore, what was our time?
But no, okay. So if we base, as
I was going to ask you something else because we're not going nowhere here. I was going to ask you a question that, look, in order for us to speak about God, should we utilize our intellect alone or we should go back to God to tell us about himself?
both.
Both, okay?
Both.
So, but if God tells us something about
But
himself,
we should also not solely rely on God for our understanding of the world and the universe.
Hang on.
I think we should also come to our own conclusions.
wait.
Because that is also using our higher intellect.
No.
Sorry.
Go
Do
ahead.
you know what is the root cause here? You profess yourself to be a Christian, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening right now? I don't think you believe the Bible is a
Yeah,
reliable source of
I've
information.
said this a few
So
times.
so because you're based on your natural disposition,
Yes.
that there's a higher being, now you have to concoct a way, okay, how did we come to existence? So you don't believe the Bible to be your foundation now.
Yeah.
So now you're just relying on your natural disposition. And that's what you have to
I know,
do.
and I know that is an issue with my beliefs. I'm completely acknowledging that.
Exactly.
But however, we are arguing about evolution.
Yeah, no
not
problem.
my beliefs. So, like,
But when we're talking about God here,
Yeah.
if God, the owner of everything, the creator of everything, if he said something, it must be the truth because he knows about his creation better than anyone else. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
That's okay. So when you look to the Quran, when you to the Prophet, we can prove why the Quran is the speech of Allah. Okay? One of the miracles of the Quran, when you look to Jesus' time, the Greeks at that time, or the Romans, they were very advanced in medicine.
yeah.
So God gave a miracle to Jesus, which is similar to medicine, or medicine, but it's beyond human capacity, which is bringing dead people to life. Bringing dead people to life, medicine cannot do it. Doctors cannot do that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So when Jesus gave that, when Allah gave him that miracle, because something that time was widespread, which is
Are you talking about the resurrection? What are you,
no. Jesus bringing dead people to life.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, not himself. No, Jesus, yes. The time of Moses, they were very experts and well versed in magic. Okay?
Okay.
You know that?
I didn't know that, but all right.
Yeah. If you read the Old Testament, they were known for it.
Okay.
Witchcraft, they were very good at it. So Allah gave to Moses.
What magic?
Moses' time. Do you remember they used to practice magic, Pharaoh time?
I mean, miracles.
No.
To chain the snakes.
Yeah, the snakes. You remember in the Old Testament?
Like tricks, yeah.
Yeah, magic. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about like tricks, you're not talking
Illusion.
about actual like hocus pocus, you know.
No, like.
No. They were what I'm saying, the illusion, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no white magic, black magic, brother. There's no white magic and black magic.
are
This is a Western figure. We're not only magic. Yeah.
Are they illusions based on
Even the black magic, even they want to be racist to magic as well. They say black magic. White magic is good one. There's only magic in Islam.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you describe the magic as illusions, but are the illusions based on deception or actual magic? Like, are they based on actual miracles or just people being able to control like what you're observing at a given
there
moment?
are different types of magic, like working with the demon, with Satan, with the jinn,
okay,
which is something human cannot do, without the help of Satan. My point here is Allah gave to Moses something which seems like magic, but is beyond.
Okay.
Like you said about illusion, you know,
Okay, yeah.
when
What
Allah,
is the magic? Can I just
basically when the magicians or Pharaoh, they throw away their sticks.
Yeah.
People look at them as snakes, moving like
miracles,
snakes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
okay. But when Moses, it was illusion.
Yeah.
It was not real. But when Moses threw his stick, literally turned into a big snake that ate all the sticks. Yeah. So the magicians.
Not to cut you off, but how is it an illusion then if the snakes were, if that one snake can eat those two snakes?
No, the snake that ate all the snakes was not illusion. It was real.
Yeah, but you said the other ones were illusions. So how were they able to eat it if they
Yeah,
were
it's
illusions?
the sticks which appeared to people to be snakes.
Right.
Okay.
So you said they were illusions.
Yeah, because people thought it was real snakes, but they were not real snakes. It became illusion. What is it? When you think you see something.
But it ate the two snakes though.
Huh?
It ate the one snake, the one that's the snake that Moses has,
Yeah.
ate the other two.
Yeah, no,
How
two.
is the other two snakes illusions?
Because illusion means, for example, I can trick you to think I did something, which it didn't happen. It's not real. That's called illusion.
So you're saying that the one snake didn't eat the two snakes?
No, speak to him, explain to him anyway. So my point here is, So Moses, this is that which people, when the magicians saw what Moses did, they knew what Moses did is beyond human capacity.
exactly.
Now coming to Islam.
And split the Red Sea and all that.
That's we come to Prophet Muhammad. I take him because Prophet Muhammad said when Prophet Muhammad came during his lifetime, the people were very good at speaking, eloquent in their speech. They were doing poems. Yes.
Yes.
From the top of their head, they will say a poem. They will say a poem on the spot, consists of 500 lines.
Yes.
So when Prophet Muhammad came, who was not a poet, He came with the Quran, which is a poetic style.
Yeah.
But the people know it's beyond poems.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, yeah, no, I've heard
Which
about that,
in the
yes.
Quran, Allah challenged, Prophet Muhammad came and he challenged the people to bring something like it.
Yes.
In its eloquency, in its legislation, prophecy, structure, and so on. Yeah.
Okay.
So remember, his enemies, they were looking for anything to invalidate his prophethood.
Yeah.
So because he was so confident what he has is from God, he challenged them.
Yes.
And we know a liar, he will not challenge people because he knows what he has is a lie.
exactly.
It's not true. But if you know you have something from God, so you are so confident to challenge anyone to bring something like it, when you know it's a miracle from God. Okay? So we know, historically speaking now, which is the verses still in the Quran, that if you are in doubt about Prophet Muhammad and about the Quran that's not from God, bring something like it in its eloquency, in its legislation, in its prophecies, in its structure, in its legislation. And yet the Christians, they try to do everything to invalidate Islam, but none of them try to invalidate the Quran. Okay? Likewise, one of the miracles of the Quran, that Allah sent the Quran, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made Quran easy to be memorized. That is a claim in the Quran, which happened 1,400 years ago. Can we verify this claim to be true or not? Yes, we can. So Allah said that this book, Allah told us in the Quran that He will preserve this book. They will memorize it. Now if you go to Africa, Asia, Europe, Muslims at the age of 9 and 10, they don't know Arabic language. Memorize the Quran word for word and letter for letter. Okay? So how a man that exists 1,400 years ago will tell you this book will be memorized and easy to be memorized by people? Imagine you and I and all of us here, we memorize this book like that, the fiqh of this book, in Chinese. But guess what? We don't even speak Chinese. This doesn't happen at all.
No, yeah, obviously it'd be very hard.
It will be very it's something beyond human capacity to understand it. How these hundred thousands of people that don't even speak Chinese, they memorize a book in Chinese language, yes?
Actually, can I ask you one thing? Have you memorized the Quran?
Not all of it, a lot of chapters, alhamdulillah.
Exactly, so it is also like you have to really study it. Because I can see you know Islam as a religion very well.
Yeah.
You still don't have the Quran.
But I've read the Quran many times, but I memorized a lot of chapters,
Exactly, yeah. So clearly it's not like a really easy thing to do then. Otherwise you would have memorized it by now.
No, it's not because it's easy. No, because I've been busy. It's not the Quran is hard. I'm the problem. But I'm the problem. 1 second. I'm the problem.
Actually, how can I
Language that you don't know, it's easy. Yeah. You don't know Chinese, but you memorize Chinese.
Yeah.
That would mean it's easy. You don't speak it.
Okay, but then do all of you speak Arabic?
No, I don't speak Arabic. No, brother. I'm busy.
Yeah.
So because can I memorize the Quran if I don't read it?
Yeah.
If I don't read the
I
Quran,
understand, but you do have to sit down and focus.
no, you don't have to. Okay, you don't. It's not like if you don't do it, you're a sinner. Okay.
No, I
It's highly recommended. Okay.
No, but to learn it, to memorize it, you have to sit down. You have to put a conscious effort. Not something where you read it 3 times and then that's it.
Yeah, no. It's easy to be memorized Quran. It's very easy to be memorized.
Yeah, but then I'm
the
saying,
fact,
wouldn't Jews have memorized it?
Jews?
It's so easy. Jews.
No, because but I have to read it to memorize it. If I don't read it at all,
Yeah.
like for
You have
example.
read it, sorry.
Sorry, no problem. I'm sorry as well. Majority of the chapters are memorized by listening.
Yeah.
Just by listening, I memorize it. Okay? So the more the Quran, and you can see that, and the point like the brother you're missing here, there is a passage in the Quran or verse in the Quran that this book is easy to be memorized.
Yeah.
And we can see it. We know people don't speak the language of the book and memorize it. We know there's many Christians they don't speak what they call it Greek, or they speak Greek. They haven't memorized the book.
It's their mother tongue.
It's a mother tongue. So let alone you are memorizing the book, you don't even speak the language itself. Also, I was gonna lead you to something else, which is the preservation of the book. In the Quran, Allah said He will preserve the book. And now what we can do, the Jewish and the Christians and the Muslims, if they decide to ban their scriptures, the only scripture will remain with us is the Quran, because it's being preserved.
And I agree with that. That is the one thing the Quran has over the Bible, is that the fact that it's in the same language, so it's being preserved.
So how a man that existed 1,400 years ago, prophesizing about his book will be preserved?
No, I understand, and that is a miracle. I'm not denying that.
That's it.
So clearly there are some things that we don't understand, but I still stand by evolution, because there's
Bro,
so
I'm not
much
talking about evolution. Firstly,
Okay,
if
so
we establish
what
what we're talking about,
So we finished with evolution.
yeah, evolution put aside, yeah.
Right.
We're talking about if I establish Islam from God and the Quran from God, logic dictate I should follow God or human being.
I think both.
No, that's not logical. Okay, if I establish, wait, watch this.
No.
If I establish He's the maker of the phone, He's the maker of the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, He's the maker. He knows about the phone. He made it from scratch.
Yes.
If he tells me how the phone works, should I listen to him or to you? If he's the maker.
I mean, if I know how it works as well, and if I've studied it, then I can also give you tips that maybe he doesn't know.
Okay,
or
but
I can
which
find ways to improve it.
But study where from him?
I can study it myself.
Because, okay.
I can take the phone apart. I can look at it just like we study nature.
Okay, so therefore, you can take phone. Watch this. You can take your phone if it's broken to any human being to fix it.
Yeah.
Look, if your phone is broken,
Yes.
can you take it to any human being to fix it?
No, but you can take it apart and you can learn it yourself.
No, I'm not asking
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
So you can learn yourself
let's say he's the sole creator of the phone. If I get 100 people and I get the phone and we take it apart, we could figure out how it works and we could make improvements to it.
Look,
That's what I'm saying.
that's why.
That's why it's both.
No,
Both
it's
God's
not.
word
It's,
and human
no, it's not. It's,
and human intellect.
what I'm saying, if you oppose one another, that's how I'm making proper. Sorry, I'm gonna make it more strict.
Okay.
If he says something which opposes your statement, he's the maker of the phone. He said something which opposes your statement. Who should I listen to?
Him.
That's it, because logically speaking, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I missed to add that bit. So therefore, if God, yes, sorry man, if God said to us, He created everything and is in control of everything, therefore logic dictates I should believe in the Creator. Let alone the people who are talking about Darwin evolution themselves, they admit is not something scientifically proven.
Okay. No, I understand that.
So why you still believe in it? Scientifically proven. If the scientists themselves, they will tell you it's not scientifically proven.
Yeah, because it's impossible to scientifically prove because we need so much time for it. However, we can theoretically prove something. So, for example,
Is it scientifically proven or not?
No, it isn't. But I'm saying.
It is, okay,
no, but
alhamdulillah.
listen.
Alhamdulillah. Praise be to Allah, finally.
Listen.
Allah, we got there.
I understand that.
Just
but
need
some things are not. You can't. By your definition of scientific proven, by observing it.
There's no by definition, science definition.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
If you read the Nature, American magazine Nature of Science,
that's
they
right.
tell you the scientific method.
I understand that by observing it happening. But
That's not mine.
There are things that we know that happen, but they happen over such a long period of time that they're impossible for us to observe. However, we can calculate them using maths. We can observe.
That's a
them.
belief. That's an explanation. It's not proof.
Yeah.
That's an explanation.
Okay, so like-
That's it. That's based upon someone's faith.
Stephen Hawking. You mentioned Stephen Hawking earlier.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
He discovered black holes, but he didn't physically see them.
Brother, do you believe black holes? Do you really believe black holes?
We have pictures of them.
They have pictures. I have a picture of a human being flying.
No, we have a picture of black
Where I have a picture of human being flying.
We have calculated distortions in space.
Yeah, calculation is not calculation.
calculations are-
Brother, you can calculate something in your mind, but in reality, it's not proof.
No, unfortunately, you can't.
You can't trust me, man.
No,
I'm telling you.
man.
But anyway, the point here is,
I'm an engineer, so I deal with this stuff a lot.
brother, doesn't mean nothing. I can be. Richard Dawkins is a scientist, or it's not scientist like I tell you. He's not like one of the profound and grounded scientists. He's a popular one. He can tell you things. Doesn't so this called which called logical fallacy, a fallacy of apparent authority. Because you are engineers, so I have to believe everything you say.
No, I'm not saying
yeah,
that.
So anyway,
I'm just saying I've experience with using maths to calculate things.
black holes.
Obviously not black holes. I'm not that advanced yet. I will, maybe one day. Yeah.
So
but smaller things. I don't know, throwing a ball or rolling something or seeing how far. Like if I hit two objects against each other, how far is this one?
Yeah, okay.
Where is
Put
that
that through
one?
the scientific method, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, like the scientific method.
Yeah, so,
But we can apply it further and further. If we use higher levels of maths, we can apply it to bigger
yeah, which is
objects.
another type of magic
Objects.
people are using now. The scientists maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you studied? Like, I'm not trying to be.
No, no problem. Yeah.
Have you studied any sort of physics, maths, any?
No, not in depth. No.
Yeah, but
no, not in depth.
Just give it a shot, like, and you see
I mean,
how
I mean,
much it really applies to the real.
I'm not
world,
negate-
how
by the way,
easy
I
it
don't-
is to predict the real world using maths.
I don't negate everything scientists say, by the way. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, and there's two types of science. There's a hardcore science, and there's science which is based upon pure assumption. One of them is Darwinian evolution, because you cannot tell me scientifically proven. Then when I use the same method they use, I didn't make it up. They made it up.
Yeah.
They say in order for something to be scientifically proven, it has to go through method of science, and the method of science is such, such, and such. So therefore, when we try to apply the scientific method on Darwinian evolution, it does fail miserably.
And what I'm saying
Okay.
is that some things cannot be scientifically proven
عليكم السلام أخي كيف حقي بخير.
in the
الحمد لله.
definition that you've stated by the people or whatever.
But the science
But
that's
they can only be theoretically proven because it's such a long period of time.
so it's assumption.
Yes, but it's assumption.
That's
But
what Allah
no,
said.
listen.
You're proving our
But
point.
we have
Allah said
proved-
that, but they just assume.
We have proved for the assumption. We have fossil records. We have
No,
living
brother.
species, and we can see.
You say what? You have what?
We have living species that we can see share common ancestors. We can observe this in real life.
Wait. You have a species sharing what? Common ancestor.
Yes.
You don't have that. That's a guesswork.
No, we do. We do.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, so we have our ancestors. We came from the same. So us and the apes, we have our.
Our ancestors. No.
So your cousin is a monkey.
Species.
Your monkey, the monkey, yeah, your cousin. Because you came from the same family, yeah. You go visit them sometimes. Take care of them. You should take care of your family, man.
We have a common ancestor.
Alhamdulillah for Islam. No, man. Yeah, if we have common ancestor. There's no evidence. There's not just a belief.
There's no evidence for you coming from a monkey.
Yes, there is. There's fossil records that slowly show.
Oh, brother, fossil.
All the missing links in the fossil
Okay, so wait. What is your problem with fossil records?
The fossil record is not proof by itself. Like I said to you, fossil record is not a proof within itself.
Yes.
First,
What do you mean it's not a proof?
example.
If you find a bone of a dog, that means that dog existed at some point. Yes.
Okay, now have they find a complete? Where is it? It's our one. Yeah. Have you find a missing link in a complete manner? Not some fossils that you put up together. We haven't.
No, we do.
Okay.
No.
And you said, hang on. You said it takes us a time to evolve. Correct?
Yes.
So there was once upon a time when we had different limbs. Okay. Like
And do you mean like monkey, ape-like limbs?
ape or something
Completely different.
completely different. But we were different. Like let us say ape. Okay, a part of us was the ape limbs. The other part evolved before the other part. There was a time, yeah. No, I'm saying there is. It happened like this, yeah. So there was upon time when there was hundreds of missing link. How come we're struggling to find one missing link?
No, because obviously the further back you go, the more likely the fossils are to be destroyed. So if we can find fossils from
Another
500,
excuse.
1,000, no, but it's true, isn't it?
So there's no proof.
If I bury a key for 1,000 years, it's more likely to be there than after 100,000 years, yeah?
Okay.
So obviously we have less and less fossils the further back we go. But we still find missing links. And even if we could just...
We haven't not find missing links. Come on.
Yes, we do.
We haven't, brother.
Yes, we do.
They say don't tell me about the museum that you see that someone put it together.
You can search this up.
Brother, you can search many things up, brother. You know, I have respect, yeah? Wallahi, I mean, like, when I speak about Darwin evolution...
The Natural History Museum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you can go.
You can go there.
Someone put it together.
You can talk to the paleontologist.
Yeah, but I don't have to...
I'm not a paleontologist.
I'm telling you what the scientists say to you. It's a religion. And it's even now... If
you genuinely find out and debunk evolution, debate one of them. Because they know everything way better.
Have you watched the Christian guy who went to top universities in America and he was asking the question of ask, and they were struggling to give him. One of them, he said, yes, I'm going to give you an observable Darwin evolution. He said, bacteria. He said, so what happened? He said, evolved to different bacteria. That's not Darwin evolution. How bad can you imagine the top scientist in this American university? He said something which is very silly. Bacteria evolved different bacteria. That's Darwin evolution. Darwin evolution. Is that Darwin evolution? It's not.
That's exactly evolution.
Okay.
You just misunderstand what evolution
is. It's not,
is.
Baba. You're struggling to prove Darwin evolution.
Isn't monkey to human or bacteria to shark. It's very small increments over time.
I told you I'm not saying that.
And then different species.
I know. But how come we haven't observed nothing? Even though you tell me shark has been there over a million years.
Yes.
Why shark is not evolving completely different species?
Because some species are perfectly adapted to their environment and they don't need to change.
Okay. Are there any animals that's been there for 100 million of years?
Sorry?
Is there any other animals been there for 100? Which one?
They mainly exist in the ocean.
Huh? So how come they haven't evolved to become human or something else?
Because they don't need to. There's no need. Their environment is in demand.
But you just told me in order for Darwin evolution to occur is slowly. So for 100 million years it has not happened.
The environment has to change.
The
environment has to change for the winning evolution to occur.
So the environment dictates how things work.
Well, yes. But
we
also know that the Earth went through.
Look, you just. I will tell you, I have respect. I'm not going to be rude to you. Look, you've been stubborn. I have respect. You just because why?
Can you just hear me?
Sometimes you be honest. I will tell you, look.
Okay, so we know that the Earth has gone through phases of change. We know it's gone through ice ages. We know continental drift. There's been lots of changes in the Earth. Yeah. As the environment changes, the species have to adapt to that environment, and that's when evolution occurs. When a species has been living on the seafloor for hundreds of millions of years.
Adaptation is not Darwin evolution.
No. Yes, it is. Small adaptations, like a lot of adaptations in a row, leads to evolution.
So if it's going to become very hot here.
It's like. Yes, if it became hotter and hotter over millions of years, we would adapt to be able to withstand that heat, or we die off.
Or we change to what?
We just become human second with sand heat. I don't know what we become. Like you can't predict. No, but you can't predict evolution.
Okay, and now.
It could be anything from I don't know bigger pores on our skin. So we can
I'm telling you, look, wallahi, adaptation is not Darwinian evolution. Because if it's Darwinian evolution,
that's where we fundamentally like we don't agree.
yeah, because why? I'm speaking based upon observation. That's what I said to you. I said to you clearly.
And I'm telling you, I agree with you about the observation thing.
Yeah, khalas, that's not Darwinian evolution.
Yeah, okay,
so leave it and believe in God correctly, because one day you're going to live this life and you're going to stand before your creator. Darwinian evolution was used in the Western world to replace Christianity, okay? To look for, that's why, look.
It helps
That's why,
us understand ourselves better and our own biology.
and
it helps advance medicine as well.
that's why, look,
It's true.
I will bring you scientists that will tell you that. They tell you, look, we will try to do anything to keep Darwinian evolution, because that's the way to prevent creationism.
Okay.
If they're saying it, they can be honest. You will try.
I understand your point. But can you just do one thing for me, all right? Can you go
حبيبي السلام عليكم. كيف الحال؟ طيب.
to the National...
دقيقة يا ولد. Go.
Can you go to the National History British Museum?
I went.
And just go ask a paleontologist to explain to you. And you obviously explain it way better than I have.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm telling you, I heard it from the own scientists mouths, the top scientists, and they tell you it's not scientifically proven, and they tell you, hear me out, but hear me,
because we don't have enough time frame to say.
but hear me out.
But you can have theories
So that
are basically scientific.
Okay, so
proven.
to conclude,
There's so much evidence,
to conclude,
but we can't observe them in real life.
to conclude, Darwinian evolution is not scientifically proven. What is it? It's a faith.
It's a theory. But
It's a faith as well.
So-
Faith. You have to go. It's a faith.
No.
And this one, keep this one with you.
No. We're not.
Don't worry, it's gonna bite you.
I'll
Just
take
keep it.
this,
Yeah, it's a
but
gift.
It's a theory that has so much proof that it is basic scientific proof.
Is it
However,
faith?
We can't do your definition of scientific proof because it
It's
takes
not
so
my
long.
definition.
No, okay, sorry. But
It's a scientist's
I understand.
definition.
No, I agree with you with that. But I mean the definition that you use. That's what I mean. We can't use that on it because it takes so long. But we have so much proof that it basically.
You have
is
no.
scientific.
How you have so much proof? You have a fast.
Fossils.
Fast is not a proof. It's an explanation of a scientist who already believes in Darwinian evolution. If they already believe it, okay, I can use a fossils. Hear me out. I can use a fossils by saying God created different species. Can I use the same fossils to say God did it? Can I use that?
But then then you have to prove that God did it over time, which is evolution.
No,
You have these different systems
no.
and dated them.
Evolution mean Darwinian evolution. There's no God in it at all. It's everything randomness, mutation. Okay, so therefore, can I say it's God? If I say is God, therefore you have to reject Darwinian evolution. Darwinian evolution. Darwin doesn't accept God involved in
But
it.
you're saying, okay, in order for God to work with fossils, that means he has to slowly change.
No, I didn't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, can I use the same fossils to say God did it?
You could say that God slowly changed animals.
Can I say God did it?
Okay, yes.
But I guess Darwinian evolution,
But
which is everything about environment.
Okay, you'd only be changing one thing, the fact that it wasn't adaptation, but it was because God just wanted to change us over
Anyway,
time.
God created us in different
We'd
species.
still be evolving, we'd still be changing over time to better fair environments because God
That's called faith. And that's called blind faith.
Would you blind faith?
You don't have a proof for that? You don't have no
Maybe
proof.
agree that you also have some blind faith.
No,
Because
it's
you've
not.
been raised
It's not.
in Islam.
It's not. I can prove to you Islam is the
We
truth.
both
And I just
are
told.
obviously biased in our own regards.
Okay,
You acknowledge
so
that?
let me tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
I just told about the Quran miracle. You agreed it's a miracle.
Yeah. No, but I can talk
So-
about... No, but I also have proof which is just as concrete as the Quran. You know?
No, you can't. Okay.
Yes, I do. Because we can go down to the museum now and I can show you the proof. It's
Okay.
right there.
You know what's called a logical fallacy, which is appealing to authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sometimes it could be.
Is that not the same with the
Sometimes it could be what?
It's not the same with the Quran. Because
No.
someone told you this Quran was from...
You not even let me finish to make you understand something.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you.
We should not disregard appealing to authority.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to appeal to authority. For example, now, if we bring doctors, okay, or who does operation for hearts, and someone has no clue, of course, I'm gonna listen to the doctors. Appealing to authority doesn't mean wrong all the time. If I'm bringing scientists, the top scientists, about the evolutionists, atheists, who are more likely to be biased for their own beliefs, saying evolution is not scientifically proven, saying evolution is a religion.
Okay.
What do you
But
need?
is there not
You're
the
not,
same
you're
thing?
not a scientist,
No, no,
you're not an expert, you haven't seen nothing. You are blind. Hear me out. Have you seen the fast yourself and done the test?
Yes, I've been to the British
No,
Museum.
brother, no, let me finish. Brother, I've been there.
Physically seen them, yes.
Yes, no. You done the test by yourself and you come to conclusion.
Are you saying they're just testing them, just be like, all right, this is 100,000 years old.
Answer my question. Have you done the test by yourself by utilizing the fossils to
I
come
don't have the equipment to test.
That's what so you are following someone.
Yeah, but so are you. Someone told you that the Quran was Allah.
Okay, you know what you're doing? It's like someone telling you raped a woman. Instead of defending yourself, you say, you as well. That doesn't help you. I'm telling you about...
I'm saying that, can you not see that we both...
No, it's not because Islam is universal proof. Like I said, when I use the Quran to be a miracle, even Yusuf agreed, even though you're not a Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay? So I never said to you, believe Islam is true because Islam said it full stop. No, Islam it gives you a rational, tangible proof, observable proofs. Okay? Observable proofs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for example, when about the Quran, the miracle of the Quran. Okay? But when it comes to Darwinian evolution, it's not observable proof. It's a belief and you're just explaining something which the scientists themselves, they told you that is not proof. Even the explanation goes back to the person's own belief. So because they believe in Darwinian evolution, they start discovering any fossils straight away, Darwinian evolution. I'm saying fossils not proof.
But that's how
it's a silly certificate.
That's how we find out things. If he kills you, right, and I find I know it's
well, we're just going around the circle.
No, but if I find a knife in his hand, then I can create a theory. I can create a theory that he killed you. And if I find a knife in his hand, then that proves my theory, yes?
No.
And it's the same with your blood.
Yeah, there's more proof to that, yeah. But even the blood, but you have the DNA test and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But if you find a knife in his hand and I'm bleeding, and straight away think they done it,
you need to investigate.
You need to investigate more.
No, okay. I first go with the theory that it was him, and then I find the proof that he is a bloody knife.
I understand. You connect the dots, as I say.
Exactly,
but fossils not connected the dots at all.
That's exactly what they do.
Okay, so you're telling me so by a fossil, there's no missing links, brother.
There are missing links.
Okay, so how can you use that? How can you rely on that?
Sorry?
How can you solely rely on fossil records?
If there's missing link.
No, there is no missing links.
So there's a missing link where there's half human, half...
Because there's so many evolutions, or adaptations as you like to call them, that happen it's like over such a long time. You can't find every single link.
It's not.
Thousands of these. But we can find ones where it's literally just a small jump and we can come to the conclusion that this species evolved into this species because it could literally be a difference of you have an extra 2 teeth or something.
Every living organism has the capability to adapt to its environment to some degree, but not to become a whole different species. That's something different.
No, but what if it adapts far enough to become unrecognizable from the original?
What if? You can't say that, man.
Okay, but it's a possibility, is it? It is something that can happen.
If you can't observe, if you haven't observed it according to your scientific method, you can't observe it, you can't jump to a conclusion.
And I ask you something, if you keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, at what point do you stop becoming human? And when you become bigger and bigger and bigger,
brother, you just...
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? At what point do you stop becoming human?
Brother, you just sophistry. You're doing pure sophistry.
That's what I mean. What?
You become philosophical now.
No, but that is evolution.
Brother, can you give us observable? You cannot give us. Therefore, it's not scientifically proven. Therefore, Darwinian evolution is a faith.
No,
that's what it is.
It's a theory.
It's faith.
It's a theory with a lot of evidence.
Yes, a lot of evidence. Is it scientific evidence or...
Yes, it's scientific evidence. You can physically...
So if it's scientific evidence, what's scientifically proven then?
Well, no, it's scientific evidence because you can see the evidence. You can go and hold it.
Hold what? Fossil?
Fossils, yes.
Okay, that fossil belongs to whom?
To our ancestors.
How do you know?
Because we can trace it back.
What are they?
We can see this.
The ancestors, what, human beings or what are they?
They could be a different species. They
could be. Again, could be. No certainties.
Listen.
Wallah, take care of yourself. Read inshallah. Read that book then, inshallah. No, seriously. Wallah, you are just, you know what? You are defending something. Imagine Yusuf, you haven't done the test. Yusuf, you haven't done the experimentation. Yusuf, the people that did it, the people that are the scientists, the experts, they tell you, not all of them by the way, the honest one, they tell you is not scientifically proven. It's just a faith that we utilize it to not believe in God.
It's a theory, and it's not.
That's it.
It's not utilized to not believe in God. It's utilized to understand ourselves better.
No,
understand where we came from. Understand every creature on this planet.
No, it's not. We don't understand ourselves better. حبيبي يا أخي عندي دعوة يا أخي. دعوة يا أخي والله بارك الله فيك. أحبك الله حبيبي. بارك الله فيك يا أخي جزاك الله خير. My point here is that how are we going to understand ourselves better? We logic dictate. If I want to understand myself better, is go back to my creator.
Yes.
So why I'm going to go back to Darwin, who, let me tell you about Darwin as well. Darwin, he said, how can we trust our brain if we came from apes or from a common ancestor of apes?
How can we trust our brain?
Okay, that's what Darwin said.
Yeah, okay, but how do you
Darwin said, okay, if a monkey now give you choices to do, would you trust his choices?
what do you mean choices to do?
Okay, what I'm saying, okay, let me get you Darwin what he said. To read it out to you. Yeah, we came from the same ancestor. Okay, common ancestor. Okay, how can we trust our brain that came from the same common ancestor of ape?
So are you saying our brain is coming up with theories that we came from ancestors, that we have the same ancestors as apes?
That's what you believe.
what you're saying?
That's what you believe, not me.
What do you mean our? So what? So our brain.
Okay, Darwin. If I show you Darwin say that, what are you gonna do?
You could show me that Darwin says it. Okay.
But if he said it,
Go ahead. But you could just be.
no,
wrong. Do you know what I'm
no problem, Darwin. I'm gonna show you when Darwin said that. When he